Hello, and welcome to Train Sim World Shorts, episode 49. Today, we are at Boston, on the Boston-Providence Northeast Corridor segment of the route. This is the route that was just recently been released for Train Sim World 2 Rush Hour, or one of the first routes. And we are doing Boston to Stoughton, train number 907, and we are departing at 8:21, or thereabouts. So, yes, let's get ready and set up and everything. So I hope you're all fine and well today. Oh, we want the EP brake on. Stoughton is the little branch line that comes off. Put everything on. If I was to show you Stoughton, so we're here. That's us there somewhere. One of them. That's our train there, and we are literally going all the way down here. I think, if I remember rightly, down to there, down to Stoughton, which is here. So that's where we stop there, in theory. Right, lock the doors, just making sure that I've got everything that I need on. Don't need the front marker lights on, sorry. The rear one's on. We won't need the engine room. We'll have the front numbers and we'll have the platform lights on. I think that's it for us. That's the horn. Do we need the door at the window open? Because it's a bit loud. Right, I think that's us done. So let's have a quick set us up for the videos. The rear lights should be on here, but obviously they're not, but not much we can do about that. And we are using the PS5 version. Take the brakes off, and we go. Oh, I know what I haven't done. It's, oh, I always do this. Always do this. Set it to passengers. Independent brake. Take that off. Lead all dead. Let's go. Take that bell off just because it's doing my head in. Right, so we're on our way. Oh, excuse me. So, I think this route is good. It's a nice little route. So he's going off round to the Southampton loop. Or the Southampton. He's going off to the depot, basically. he'll be going off around here, and then he'll go all the way around this loop, and he'll park up in there, I suspect. And we're going off around to the right. So it is a bit of a slow run out of Boston. It's a slow run into Boston as well, to be honest. Sorry, I'm drinking as well. Non-alcoholic, of course. Get up for 15, gives a bit more speed. So I do have the cab sway on set on 200%. There are a slight few niggles with the AI on here where they're not working correctly as they should do, but that'll be solved at some point over the next couple of weeks. And by the time this is out, we already have Bahnstrecke Navecker Dresden Riser out. I keep saying Bahnstrecke, it's not. It's Navwerker, I think it is. Navka. Well, Dresden Riser route. So we're also all in the busy commuter period sort of thing. So our first stop is Boston Back Bay Track 1. We're running a bit late. Going to draw forward a little bit more. Well, this is supposed to be like rush hour, and I'd hardly call it rush hour right here, would you? Right, so what do? Do I wait for all these people to come across? Ooh, put the brakes on. It does say locked doors, but I'm going to give it, what, 2 minutes. Any more? Because they're not all going to come in. We'll lock the doors and go. Route 128, track 1 at 8:37 is our next stop. They have done quite well with this, I think. They are getting better at the routes. The locos look fantastic. Yes, it's the first time I've used the cab light, strangely enough. So, seeing as we are in September, we are now in the September area of the game. So, just to say that if it was the month outside was October, I'd be in October. Right. So we're about a week away from the Dresden route being released, which, yeah, by the time that you've read this, by the time you've watched this, it will be released, and I'll be creating videos for that as well. I'm not going to have the windows open because, well, it's not too bad actually. We get the sound of the rails as well, running coaches. This is done before the first update was done. This is PlayStation 5 that I'm on, just to say that you know. There you go, 50 to 60 frames per second. So yeah. See, the other thing is as well, there's no sound of the loco passing, so that's a bug. Mile-an-hour limit, but we only do about 90, I think it is, or 95 miles an hour, is what I'm at. So we're at full tilt and we're doing about 87 miles an hour. when we hit 88, we're going to see some serious. No, we're not going there. So we're getting out of Boston now. We're not far off from So, if you are not aware, but this Boston Providence NEC route is part of the rush hour season ticket. You don't have to buy the season ticket. Season ticket for the UK costs about $34.99, but you then get this route, you get the Riser Dresden route, and you get the Brighton main line for $34.99. The free route, $34.99. It's about £11 each, just over £11 each. I'm not sure what your other local currencies are, you'll have to work that out. You can buy the route separately, but it will cost you more, because the route will then be going for £25, $24.99 each. So, yeah, and there's no discount. I'm going to start slowing. We'll take the speed off. So I'm sure we'll end up being put onto some sort of siding somewhere. Redville, I think it's Redville. Well, you're going to see it here first. By the looks of it, this is my Hentis rail loco. That's the first one that I've done. It's strangely enough, it actually just appears randomly in here. But I went into the sand patch grade, and obviously because I've got the PS5 version of Train Sim World 2, all my what do they call it? All my TSW liveries on the PS4 are not transferable over to the PS5, so I'm very annoyed with that, because there's over 30, nearly 40 odd liveries. So yeah, we're going to be a couple of minutes late. I'm not worried about the time. See the diorama there, the little bloke in his orange gear sat down. So I'm still learning how to do the braking for this. It's not the best. Turn that bell off. Overall, I must admit I really do like this route. I didn't think that I would like it as much, but yeah, it's nice. It's a very nice route. It's just obviously not the proper horn combination. I don't know, and I'm not really bothered about whether it is or not, but that's a bit of realism, you know. So it does use, you do see obviously freight wagons on here, but obviously if I have my liveries from Livery Creator, then you'd be able to see my creations on here. But obviously the PS5 does not transfer over, the PS4 does not transfer over. Saves for the PS4 and that do not save to transfer over to the PS5. Can't be done. Which is, like I said earlier on, it's really, really annoying. Over time there will be, but there's a slight bug on the PlayStation version of the Livery Creator where it just screws up the liveries. So I'm waiting, you know, any new liveries you do, it just doesn't do them right. So I'm waiting for the update for that to be sorted. So we've got a stop at Canton, and that takes us less than 2.5 miles time. But yeah, it will use the wagons from Sandpatch Grave and Locos, the CSX. For some strange reason, it won't spawn in Union Pacific, which I'm gonna message them on the forums about that, whether it will or not, I don't know, but whether they can do that, whether indeed Union Pacific does run on this route. If it doesn't, then don't bother. But there's all types of wagons on there. The only ones that won't appear is I think the double stacks. No, I've never run this route from Boston to Stoughton before, and I've run it from Stoughton to Boston, but not Stoughton to Boston, Boston to Stoughton, Stoughton, whatever I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm from Dorset, I'm from southern England, so it's Stoughton. I talk like a yokel like Mish, I talk like that, apparently. I don't, but you know. Well, I don't talk like that, sort of Mish. Like, get off my land. I don't do that. No, I don't. Yeah, that's good. That's Mishy taken, isn't it? Sorry, I've got a cold. I've got a head cold, I think. So I feel very rough today. But needs must. I need to record videos. So we're approaching Canton Junction. This is where we'll bear left to go to from the Stoughton branch. On the Stoughton branch, mush. We've got flashing double yellows. Flashing yellows, sorry. And we are slowing down 45 miles an hour, so that's good. Canton Junction is another good looking station. I mean, the stations are really, really well modelled on it. I like that. I suspect we are going to be changing over tracks at some point. Here we are. So this is the MBTA run, not the Amtrak, and we'll be on diesel on this one. It's good to see that they've got these dioramas about, and you've got track guys, track personnel about the place, and that'll make it look even better on places like Brighton Main Line. You can see in the background that there's loads and loads of passengers getting onto the footbridge. That is a really amazing footbridge to actually just walk, you know, you visit the station, just walk at the station and just go up one side of the bridge, walk over and go down the other side of the bridge. It looks fantastic, it really does. I'm actually literally glad they've actually added that. Forgot to put the bell on as I approached. Oh well. So our next stop is 700 yards down the line, Canton Centre. It's a bit weird, really, because it's just like, this is like your typical, well, it's not your typical American town, you know, it's so cliche, but it's it's like there's a stream that I watch on Virtual Railfan on YouTube, and I can't remember where it is, but the train goes down the centre of the street. You know, you got freight trains going down this street, and you've got like double stacks, grain, petrochemicals, you got all that mixed freight, manifest freight, all that sort of stuff going through, and it's just, you know, you just look out your window sort of thing, you see the freight train going through down the street. It's only for a short while, like 200 to 300 yards, but yeah, it's a strange sight to see, it really is. Doesn't look as though the barriers work on here, which is a bit of a shame. Although I did hear the crossing lights, they were working. But yeah. Overall, it is a nice route. It does have its little faults and that, but you know, there's a lot of routes that do, you know. Close the doors. A bit of wheel slip. .1 miles to Stoughton. And that'll be our final stop. Got 10 mile an hour limit and 2.1 miles. Those lights clearly work. And that works as well. probably a thought that they have like a DMU, an American version of the DMU going up and down here. Four or five car DMU. Couple of bits of local industry going on around here. One mile from Stoughton. Slam the anchors on, get down to 10 miles an hour. I think that's a little bit much of slowing down. Bit of a weird place. This station's on a curve, and yeah, it's parked over two level crossings. PIS doesn't work down here, so they know about that as well. turn that bell off. Oh, there we go. There you have it. So, well, only a silver, but yeah, hey ho silver. And there you go. Well, if you have enjoyed this, then please feel free to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying it, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified of when I upload videos, when I go live, or when I make community posts. And I hope to see you in the next one. So thank you all very much, and I will see you later on. Thank you very much, and goodbye.